tryna ride on my back like a Mustang. See ya. I got a watch on my wrist, it's a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight out of town. See ya. But I sent my baby to bring it around.
Yes, sir. Happy Wednesday. Drop your wins in the chat. Doing my own sound effects today, but I am Danny Marie, your podcast bestie. And if you don't know, I work with podcast creators, podcast introverts, podcast extroverts, indie podcasters, helping you build a sustainable income and a platform through podcasting that you can create multiple revenue streams from. So I want to talk to you today about why proximity equals opportunity. And I'm going to give you a little backstory. But before I do, all right. Happy Wednesday. Drop your wins in the chat. Let us know if you are watching the live or if you are watching the replay. Comment the word replay. If you're watching the replay, comment the word live. If you're watching live, let us know where you're tuning in from. I am coming to you live from the Pacific Northwest, based in Washington State, not DC. I am Danny Marie, your podcast bestie, helping podcast creators build a side hustle through podcasting, helping you monetize in 7 different ways. And so today I'm bringing you some more information to help you on your podcast journey. The topic of today is, do you need more content or better proximity? So if you don't know, I also have the Facebook group called Podcast Support for Indie Podcasters. Make sure to go find us. And yesterday I asked the question in a poll, what do people actually need from me? Shout out to all of you joining and watching on Instagram as well. I'm tuning in on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Make sure to share this video with a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend. We won't be before you very long, as my kids are on spring break. So yesterday I asked in my Facebook group, hey, what do you guys need from me right now? And a lot of people said the biggest thing that they need help with is getting into the right rooms and making the right connections. And so I do strongly believe that you cannot scale your podcast if you're not in the right spaces and if you're not connected to a community or a coach or producing great content. You need all of those important things to succeed. And today, specifically, we're talking about how proximity equals more opportunities for you on your podcast journey. Mind you, we're trying to prepare people for our Atlanta activation in Atlanta coming up Saturday, April 25th. You guys can scan that QR code top right or visit the website banner at the bottom of the screen. For those of you watching on Instagram, plantapodcast.com/Atlanta. Shout out to Let It Be Said podcast. Shout out to all of you watching as well. I'm checking the comments. I see Leonard is watching. I'm doing well. Shout out to you. He has the Love, Friends, and Food podcast. So make sure you check him out. Drop the name of your podcast in the chat so we can get more people to follow you. Shout out to you guys. I asked the group what they needed. A lot of them said that they need information about making the right connections and getting in the right room. And would you believe that I strongly believe being in the right rooms and having access to the right people help scale your growth as a podcaster. Why do I believe that? Well, we need word of mouth. We need the support for people to listen and give their feedback. We need the ratings and the reviews in our comment section. We need people to share our clips on their social media. All of that helps increase visibility. So all of that is being in the right rooms, making the right connections to help propel you forward, right? So I also noticed that yesterday, something came across my feed. It was Ludacris who said he's ready to release an album. Now, if you know, Ludacris hasn't released music in a very long time, but it made me start thinking about, okay, Jay-Z, he's kind of teasing the idea in the interview that he just did. You have T.I., who's on an incredible press run right now and releasing great music. You have Kanye, who just went on tour. And it leaves the question, where are we at when it comes to some of the greats who are now coming out of quote unquote retirement or who are getting back on the scene and doing the concerts, doing the press run? Why is it that they cannot just enjoy their retirement or enjoy the hard work of their labor that they put in the work for, even though that they have all reached millionaire and billionaire status? Why do they still have to work so hard? It's my belief that visibility, if you're not on top of mind for people, you are out of mind. So you have to be competing with this overrated, oversaturated market. You have to compete with AI. You're competing with so many different type of content creators. You're competing with the algorithm. There's so much competition out there. Nothing, of course, makes you besides you showing up and being your authentic self. People love you for who you are and what you bring to the space. But there is a lot of content to consume out there. And it's easy to get lost in the sauce if you're not top of mind, if you're not constantly staying visible. And so how can you do that? Proximity. So that is basically between my observations of Ludacris making that post yesterday and then thinking back to all of the legends, Jay-Z, T.I., Ludacris, Kanye. Whether you love them or not, you cannot deny their business acumen, their catalog, just who they are as creators and as influencers and the impact that they've had on the culture, right? And you see that they're all successful in their own right and they have a ton of money. What is causing them to now come back on the scene? Visibility. And it's not just music artists, it's content creators too. Like I said, so much competition out there that's causing people to have to work harder. You have to literally be good at what you do to get the eyeballs and attention on you. You have people streaming 12-hour streams, right? Just to be on top of mind and stay visible for people. And when you can do that repeatedly and stay visible, you're always going to have a platform and you're always going to have opportunities afforded to you. Going back to the poll that we did yesterday, and as a matter of fact, I didn't have this queued up, but I am going to pull it up. I'm going to pull it up and make sure you guys, again, are following the group. Podcast support group for indie podcasters on Facebook. The poll in particular said, you all want more conversations about building community and getting into the right rooms. So let's dig deeper for a second. What's the real issue? Is it because you don't know where to find the right people? Is it because you don't feel adequate or ready? Is it because you don't have the money or you feel like you need money to access the right rooms and be granted the right opportunities? Is it because you just don't have the right connections, like you don't even know where to get started? Is it because you've tried and it didn't pan out? What was it? 75% of you said you don't have the right connections. 25% of you said, I don't know where to find them. go back and find that poll and leave your comments and your thoughts as well. Again, you're going to have to be a member of the group to get access. Friends, food, and relationships. My bad, Leonard. Stumbled over my words and didn't give him the right plug. So friends, food, and relationships. Find him on YouTube and wherever you're streaming your podcast. All right. Thank you for that correction. So go back and find that poll. But let's talk about what are the different stages of proximity. So first and foremost, you have digital proximity. This means, like, let's say 6 degrees of separation, people leaving the comments in your comment section and starting to engage in your comments, creating threads where it opens the portal for other followers and other people to engage. And so the more people that are leaving comments, the more people that are engaging, helps you move to the top of the algorithms, helps you get more visibility, helps you cross-pollinate and transcend on social media. Not to mention lives, getting in front of the right people in real time. So that means me, like I'm live here on Instagram, but also live and going live and allowing other people to access my live. So giving people the ability to request to join, or me scheduling live with a special guest. So we're tapping into each other's audiences. That helps with more visibility and proximity to someone else's audience. And other people who have more notoriety increases your chances of getting in front of the right people, right? If I am doing a live with a well-known podcaster and we're both leveraging that live, we're tapping into each other's audiences, there's a possibility I'm going to get an influx of people to join and follow me as a result of me tapping into that prominent podcaster, right? So collaborations like that are key. Doing shared lives, allowing people the ability to request to join your live, and then comments. I know sometimes even me, I have to work on commenting to everyone and responding, or at least getting a good handle on commenting, because that helps. The engagement helps, right? Meta honors engagement. And then even better, when you have the ability to engage effectively, that leads to more conversions, more people following up on that thing, clicking on that link, or what have you. So again, that is digital proximity, comments, lives, and collaborations. Physical proximity. So the event that we're doing in Atlanta on Saturday, the 25th, events, meetups. So every Saturday, we're doing a virtual event. We're meeting on Zoom. It's upwards of 30 podcasters that are on the email list, and anybody can drop in Saturday, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time or 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we're meeting up, we're sharing ideas, we're talking about the wins and the woes of podcasting. We are doing in-person events, we're activating, we're getting content together. We're doing guest collaborations with one another in person. All helps with looking like professional podcasters with a real platform. And then relational proximity. So it's not enough to just do the thing and create the content, but now following up, nurturing those leads, keeping in contact with people you've had as guests, offering services, letting them know what the next step is to like doing more with you. If you have a community, how often are you checking in with your community and asking them what is it that they need from you? You becoming a trusted source, a person that they see consistently, a person that they've established rapport with. And it says that you need about 27 to 21 times. The numbers keep changing. I'm going to say 7 to 21 times for people to see you consistently before they decide to take that next step with you. So that's building rapport and building a relationship. And people will eventually connect you with Danny Marie, the person that does podcasting. I had a guy reach out to me, said, "You're always on my feed. What exactly do you do? I think I need you, but I don't know." Right? So he reached out to me just because he constantly saw me across his feed, because he sees I'm talking about podcasting all of the time. Are you on top of mind for people? There are so many people who have reached out to me like that in my DMs. "I think I need your help. You seem to be the go-to person." Somebody else reached out to me because I was always in, I don't know if you guys know who this is, but this is Nikki's. She is an AI content creator. This is Nikki's. She does Lions behavior content. That's her community. She used to work with Eric Thomas. I think she still works with him. She's known for helping other people like Wall Street Trapper. I was in her comments so much, just soaking up game from her. People found me through her. I'm reaching out to you because obviously you do a lot of podcasting. I saw you through This is Nikki's comments, followed you, been seeing you've been putting in a lot of work. So that relationship, that proximity, just based on seeing you, and then following up with those people and keeping in contact, even when people don't need you right away. It's not that you just cast them out and forget about those people. Reach back out, see in what ways that you can help them. If the relationship fell through the cracks, go back 6 months or a year later and check in. "Hey, we're in a different stage of life. How are you doing?" Checking in. Do you still need help with podcasting? Right? So the opportunity breakdown, you have 3 different, I'll say, rules of engagement or different tracks to proximity: digital proximity, physical proximity, and relational proximity. You don't need more content per se. Some of you guys just need better proximity. So you don't have to try to keep up with the Joneses, because there is a lot of content out there. And at this point, if you don't have a good handle on content creation or AI, you're probably going to have a difficult time penetrating, right? Penetrating through the noise. But what you can do is lean more into what you're already doing well at, and then just align yourself with the right type of people and the right opportunities to propel what you're already doing and push you forward. So just to tie this in a bow, again, it's not about just being seen. It's about being remembered and being in the right places and making the right relationships with the people, the brands, the creators and influencers that are best aligned with your target audience and with your mission and the vision that you have for your podcast. And so going back to Atlanta, if you've been saying to yourself, "I need to get in more rooms," this Atlanta activation is for you. It's not just to attend, but it's to connect, collaborate, and create those real opportunities. I'm going to share again on the screen our agenda. So we're pulling up to the Pullman Yards. We're stopping at a content studio. We're doing live podcast pitches on the bus. We're doing a scavenger hunt and a bingo experience. We're doing another stop at a tech founder space. And then we're pulling up to Pullman Yards to finish out our day at the Black Podcast Festival. You get to walk away with content, relationships, and something for what's next, moving into Q2. What's next? Now you have people you can interview. Now you have opportunities to tap into somebody else's expertise, potential webinars. You can join us for our next in-person event. You have a community supporting you and backing you at the end of the day. So that is our Atlanta activation. And again, use that QR code at the top right for information about the activation. We just had somebody else buy tickets today. We're looking forward to hosting you in Atlanta. If you have questions or concerns, of course, definitely get in touch with me. But I am your podcast bestie, Danny Marie, and today we talked about, do you need more content or better proximity? Enjoy your Wednesday, guys.
Bitch on the ride on my back like a Mustang. See ya. I got a watch on my wrist, it's a bust down. See ya. I'm tryna hop on a flight out of town. See ya. But I sent my baby to bring it around.